Focus to another story this morning where the BCCI told the ICC that the food that has been provided after practice is inadequate, and the BCCI further told the ICC that how can you give cold sandwiches 3 hours of practice for lunch? Sandwiches that are not even made, the players had to make their own sandwiches, and this is something which is not acceptable with the problem that has happened in Melbourne and now even in Sydney, where the ICC had promised to look into it, but hot food is basic and that is not being provided to the Indian players.
So let's open Karishma on this. Karishma, Team India has of course expressed displeasure over the after practice meal that has been provided to them. Can you take us through more details on that?
Well, yes, absolutely. India practices for about 3 to 3.5 hours in stadiums, and after that they are only given cold sandwiches as a lunch. India had a morning session last, and after that they were given sandwiches. And remember, these are not even sandwiches that are made. These are do-it-yourself sandwiches which the players have to make themselves. The BCCI is very unhappy with this arrangement and has already told ICC that they need to look into it, while also saying that this is something that should have been dealt before the tournament started and not in the middle of the tournament, because what is happening is that the players are ending up ordering food from delivery portals in the stadium, in the hotel, because they're not getting food which is up to the mark, which is like nutritious food. So clearly the BCCI making it clear to the ICC that this is something that needs to be done, and the quality of food and the food that is being given to the players is not acceptable. So now we have to wait and see how the ICC looks into this matter.
Well, the practice session got over by the afternoon, and the players were expecting a proper lunch. So they've been saying it is not something like a boycott, but some of the players did pick up fruits and others, but they wanted to have a proper lunch, and hence they had food while going back to the hotel. So that is what the BCCI is coming up, and they have now expressed their displeasure with the ICC on the same, expecting a response from the ICC side. Karishma, for the moment, thanks very much for joining in.